Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you guys? Are you fine? I'm Jan Ahmed Abdel Sadiq and today's model is civics. Now let's start by the first question in this model. In a democracy, the majority vote is more important than the minority vote. What is the reason? Is because the idea of minorities has never been useful? No, not because of this reason. Because the masses are always right? No. Going by this principle to solve problems solves misunderstandings? Yes, this one is the correct one. Or because even in a democracy, minorities have no right? No, there is a right for the majority and minority votes. So that means, there is a majority vote and minority rule. A minority right. So that means going by the principle to solve problems solves misunderstandings is the best reason for question number 1. Now question number 2. The royal system differs primarily from other systems of government. What it is? The rule of law, inheritance of power lineage, or power is a system of timely elections, or sovereignty is public. The royal system that differs primarily from other systems of government, it will be the inheritance of power lineage. Now question number 3. Common principles for all countries in the following foreign policy probably what? Building a democratic system, the following economic policy, or interference in the internal affairs of neighboring countries, or prioritize national interests and sovereignty. Yes, this one is the correct one for question number D. For question number 3, that's common principles for all countries in the following foreign policy probably prioritize nationality, interests, and sovereignty. Okay, question number 4, people of different faiths, cultures, and languages live together in our country. What does this mean of democratic cultures? It means tolerance, accountability, transparency, or a culture of unity. Living together and accepting differences, it means tolerance. Okay, now in question number 5, the highest authority and self-government in our country is what? By peaceful transfer of power or sovereignty of the people, or by election. That means by election and to be elected, or respect for the human rights of citizens. So the correct answer, it will be the sovereignty of the people. There's the highest authority of self-government in our country, it will be by the sovereignty of the people. Okay, now in question number 6, distinguish between Addis Ababa and Dire Dawa city administrations from other Ethiopian cities. They have full autonomy, they are accountable to the federal government, or led by mayor, or they are accountable to their chosen people. So the correct answer, it will be they are accountable to the federal government. Okay, now question number 7, the right to be restricted among the following rights is the right to freedom of movement, or the right to life, or the sovereignty of the people, or the right of peoples of to self-government. It says the right to be restricted, that means the right to life. Now question number 8, what demonstrates direct democratic participation? Choosing a friend, participation in parliament, or referendum, or participation in environmental development. The correct answer, it will be choice C, which is referendum. Now question number 9, what's right about the constitution and law of our country? The constitution and other laws of the country have equal weight, or the constitution of our country is based on various laws of the country, or the constitution of our country and other laws have nothing to do with it, or the basis of all other laws is the constitution of the country. The correct answer, it will be the basis of all other laws is the constitution of the country, because it said what is right about the constitution and law of our country? The basis of all other laws in the constitution of the country, which is the law and the constitution. Now question number 10, the federal government and the state governments in accordance with the constitution of our country, which is shared responsibility. It will be organizing the federal and state police forces, or protecting and defending the constitution, or enact legislation for all states, or national bank administration and printing. Actually, the correct answer to be protecting and defending the constitution is the federal government and the state governments in accordance. That's their responsibility. That means the correct answer for question number 10, it will be protecting and defending constitution. Now question number 11. In 1948, actually here it should be what? In 19 here it should be 1955, not 1948. Now in 1955, Ethiopian constitution is different from other constitutions in the country. It does what? Strengthen the absolute rule of the royal system, or proclamation of socialism, or lays a foundation for democracy building, or bringing the Derg to power. The correct answer to be strengthen the absolute rule of the royal system. Now question number 12. According to the 1987, no, actually here it will be the same, 1995 here. The answer to be, or the correction, 1995. According to the 1995 Ethiopian Constitution, the following is true. Which one shows the coordinate position? It will be unwritten constitution, which is parliamentary government, or written constitution, which is presidential power, or unwritten constitution, which is crown of government, or written constitution, which is parliamentary system of government. The correct answer, it will be written constitution, which is parliamentary system of government. Now question number 13. Here it will be corrections also. That means here it will be 1931, and then here it will be 1995. Here it will be 1931, and here it will be 1955. Okay. Now it says which Ethiopian constitutions are similar in nature and content. It will be AD 1923 and 1987, or AD of 1923 and 1948 AD, or 1987 AD and 1948 AD, or 1979 AD and 1948 AD. The correct answer, it will be choice D. Okay, now in question number 14, which of the following is a manifestation of dictatorial behavior? It will be established a centralized power chain, or submission to the rule of law, or decentralization, or respond appropriately to public inquiries. The correct answer, it will be established a centralized power chain. That means is the meaning of manifestation of dictatorial behavior. Now question number 15. It is the responsibility of the judiciary to interrupt the law in the Ethiopian constitution, and the law executive responsibility is also given what? To the House of Federation, or to the House of Representatives, or to the government, or to the ombudsman. The correct answer, it will be to the government. Okay, now question number 18. One of the conditions in which students enter into a commitment at your school which is not included, it will be what? Properly maintain our school property, That means property, maintain our school property, or obedience to school rules and regulations, or achieving excellent academic achievement, or work on home and class assignments when they are comfortable. The correct answer should be work on home and class assignments when they are comfortable, because it says that's not included. Okay, now question number 17. A historical heritage that sets our country apart from other African countries is what? She has her own alphabet, owner of traditional musical instruments, or our country owns a variety of rock-hewn cultures and monuments, or owning various caves. The correct one, it will be she has her own alphabet. Now question number 18. To address the high level of corruption in Ethiopia, what the people and the government have to do first? It will be the strengthen the anti-corruption commission, or strengthen the economy by strengthening the anti-poverty campaign, or enforcing the law, or changing attitudes. The correct answer will be changing attitudes. Change the attitudes. This will be the first that people and the government have to do first. Okay, now question number 19 represents the principle of the new millennium will be the Renaissance of Ethiopia. Which is the following? It will be a dignified, humble, and prosperous country, or she repeats the story before the millennium, or she will bring back extremists and invaders, or she leads African countries. The correct answer it will be a dignified, humble, and prosperous country. Okay, now question number 20. According to the Ethiopian constitution, who is commander-in-chief of the armed forces? It will be commander-in-chief of the armed forces, or the prime minister of the country, or the speaker of the House of Representatives, or the president of the country. Of course, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces will be the prime minister of the country. Okay, now in question number 21. In November 29, in the annual celebration of nationalities and peoples, they are responsible for coordination what? Office of the Prime Minister, House of Representatives, House of Federation, or State of Governments, or the State Governments. Actually, the correct answer it will be the House of Federation. Okay, now question number 22. Politics of Ethiopian women in modern Ethiopian history, their activities and their role in defending the country are considered to be at the forefront. What? Empress Taitu Putul, Empress Dweger Ali, Queen of Kings, Judith Godet. The correct answer it will be Empress Taitu Putul. Now question number 23. What is true about people with disabilities? People with disabilities can work effectively if they receive proper supervision and support. All disabilities are hereditary? No. Giving alms to people with disabilities can solve their problems? No. Disability is a phenomenon that affects certain segments of society? No. The correct answer to be people with disabilities can work effectively if they receive proper supervision and support. Now question number 24. From the following arrangements regarding the rights of nationalities and peoples, which shows the correct interaction? The use of your own language is economic rights, or fair use of resources is the natural rights, or self-government is the political rights, or self-government to secession is cultural rights. The correct answer will be self-government is a political rights. This is the correct interaction. Okay, now question number 25. The Ethiopian nation, nationalities and peoples are better now than ever before the privilege they have of the situation. Now here, the right to live in any part of the country, or the right to be employed in any public office, or the right to cooperate with other nationalities, or the right to use and promote their language. The correct answer will be the right to use and promote their language. Now question number 26. The saying ethnic diversity and unity are the decoration of our unity. Which do you agree with the most? Diversity is beauty. If the wick burns, tie the line. Unity is power. If the fire is asleep, visit the straw. The correct answer here, it will be that diversity is beauty. Now in question number 27. Now question number 27. To live in a harmony between differences and to resolve differences primarily is the right to help what? Right to move, right to vote and to be elected, or right to live, or respect for the right to equality. The correct answer, it will be right to live, because it says to live in a harmony between differences, and to resolve differences it will be the right to live. And question number 28. One of the negative aspects of globalization, which shows what? Developing countries depend on the economy and developed countries, or to creation of market competition between developing countries and developed countries, or accelerating technological advancement, or faster transfer of knowledge and information. The correct answer will be developing countries depend on the economy of developed countries, because it says what? One of the negative aspects of globalization, and globalization have negative, or it's the negative for developed countries. Now question number 29. Which of the following shows the most prevalent thinking attitude? Asylum hurts the country but benefits individuals, or dependence in developed throughout self-reliance, or the idea of asylum is boosting the economies of developed countries, or asylum does not benefit the country to the individual. The correct answer, it will be asylum does not benefit the country or the individual. Does not benefit this one or this one. Okay, now question number 30. Self-efficiency is more pronounced satisfying basic needs times cultures or higher education. The correct answer, it will be satisfy basic needs and cultures. Okay, here question number 29. Which of the following shows the most prevalent thinking attitude? Here the question is repeated, so the correct answer will be the same thing. Asylum does not benefit the country or the individual. Neither this nor this. Okay, self-efficiency is more pronounced, the same thing. So the correct answer will be what? Satisfying basic needs, cultures. Okay, question number 31. Which of the following statements best describes poverty? Poverty is material, not spiritual, or poverty can be or can only be expressed on an individual basis, or poverty is a phenomenon that only represents economic hardship, or owning scientific invention. The correct answer for question number 31, it will be poverty can be expressed in political and social contexts. Okay, now in question number 31, which of the following statements best describes poverty? The same thing, it will be choice B. There's some questions that's repeated. Okay, now question number 32. An example of the unadulterated history of the Ethiopian people. Which of the following? Think of Ethiopian history as the history of the ruling class, or taking the history of our country as the history of its people, or think of the history of Ethiopia as the history of northern Ethiopia, or take the history of Ethiopia as the history of certain nationalities. The correct answer here about an example of unadulterated history of the Ethiopian people is asking also about the Ethiopian people. It will be taking the history of our country as the history of its people. So the correct choice for question number 32 is choice B. Now question number 33. The two main targets of the ISIS terrorist group, who are the countries? Now we have here Syria and Iraq, Somalia and Iraq, Somalia and Iran, or the United States and France. The correct answer it will be Syria and Iraq. Now in question number 34, which of the following is true about the Great Nile? It is a river of great economic importance to Ethiopia, or it is our great river that connects Ethiopia with Sudan and Egypt, or it is the only river that flows across the border, or it is a river that has not received much attention from foreigners. The correct answer it will be it is our great river that connects Ethiopia with Sudan and Egypt. That is the true about the Great Nile. Okay, now question number 35. In the current context of our country, how can our people be patriotic? Does the look describe it? Obey government orders without question? No, it's not good. Force people respect for the beliefs and customs of nations? No. Creating a single religion and unfaired culture? No. Equally knowledge the culture and beliefs of our people? Yes, this one is the correct one. Okay, now question number 36 measures the working efficiency of the working population. The work done always is the employee to leave, or when the work can be done without training, or when the work is done on time and quality, or when the work is found to be highly skilled. Which one it will be the correct answer? It will be when work is done on time and equality. This one is the correct answer. Okay, now in question number 37, which can contribute significantly to the development and liberation of our country? Increase women's participation, build a strong work culture, promote higher education, develop a strong economic policy. The correct answer it will be what? Build a strong work culture. This will be the correct answer for question number 37 that says which can contribute significantly to the development and liberation of our country. Now question number 38, a citizen is expected to perform an exemplary deed mainly from the following. What is he doing? When doing something that makes the country proud and inviting, or when he won a gold medal for his country at the Olympics, or graduating from a prestigious university, or when elected as a member of the House of Representatives. The good one it will be what? When doing something that makes the country proud and inviting. This answer it will be the correct one for question number 38. It will be something beautiful that to make something all of the peoples and the country is proud of, right? Now question number 39, the largest economies in the following years are from the following African countries. A developing country, what? Egypt, Algeria, Ethiopia, or Morocco? The answer is Ethiopia. In question number 40, describe the economic burden of HIV/AIDS among the following. Which one? Child left behind, lack of medication for HIV/AIDS patients, or crowding, symmetry, or absenteeism of the elderly? Here say describe the economic burden of HIV/AIDS among the following. Okay, it will be lack of medication for HIV/AIDS patients. Okay. Now question number 41, what is the right about the independence of the courts? Judicial decision making judges, in addition to the law of the land, have customary rules you can use, or government officials intervene in judicial proceedings when necessary you can log in, or judges must be free from influence when making decisions, or it is not necessary to graduate with a degree in law to become a judge. The correct answer here it will be judges must be free from influence when making decisions. This means the right about the independence of the courts. Okay, now question number 42. Of the following types of income, the federal government is the type of income what? Income from land use, or tax collected from state employees, or taxes collected from houses and properties in the region, or taxes on important and imported goods. The correct answer it will be taxes on important and imported goods. Why? Because it's like railway, sea transport, air transport, like these things. But tax collected from state employees is for regional government. But here it says federal government. So that means federal government it will be taxes on important and imported goods. Like for example, railway, sea transport, and air transport. Okay, now question number 43. Unfair sex distribution in Africa and other developing countries with what makes the division of labor unfair? Men and women are given different jobs, or because only women are allowed to do simple tasks, or because men work both indoors and outdoors, or due to the high workload and weight of women. The correct answer it will be men and women are given different jobs. Okay, now question number 44. When the Italian fascists invaded Ethiopia in 1928, actually it will be 1934 until 35, which is 5 years period of occupation. The former world powers League of officers the way he indirectly supported the invaders. So the correct answer it will be by paying arms sales to Italy and Ethiopia. Now question number 45. Demonstrate the correct coordinate of responsibilities from the following: arriving at work, which is team responsibility, or maintaining personal hygiene, which is professional responsibility, or observance of the law, which is organizational responsibility, or caring for the environment, which is a shared responsibility. The correct answer or the correct coordination of responsibilities it will be caring for the environment, a shared responsibility. Okay, now in question number 46, what is correct about civic associations? They are based on the will of the members. Yes, this one is the correct one. Now question number 47, a government institution that files lawsuits based on information, what police, prosecutor, Supreme Court, or Kabelle? The correct answer it will be the prosecutor. Now question number 48, which of the following is not correct in terms of knowledge? As our knowledge grows, so does our ability to reason? No. One of the ways to develop knowledge is throughout school. It's correct, but wait a minute, it says not correct. So that means our knowledge grows, so does our ability to reason? Yes, ability to reason. And one of the ways to develop knowledge is throughout school. Yes, it says one of the ways, so that means it's correct one. It's by formal learning, right? And money is more important than knowledge. No, this one which is not good. This one is not correct about the terms of knowledge. And D says as a positive attitude develops backwardness diminishes. Yes. So the correct answer which is not correct in terms of knowledge it will be choice C, which is the answer for question number 48. Now question number 49, probably a factor as to why they are doing so poorly. I sometimes miss school because of illness, or we report good results because our teacher encourages us, or I arrived late because I forget the entrance to the school, or I did not pass the test because the maths teacher did not teach well. Yes, this one which is not good. Okay, now question number 50. Which of the following is correct in terms of knowledge? Okay. Knowledge is only available from education. No. Knowledge and skill are one. No, they are not one. Our understanding of something is called wisdom. Yes, our understanding of something is called wisdom. So that means C is the correct term of knowledge, which is the correct answer for question number 50. Now 51, what we have here? Tisima and an environmentalist is happening in the southern region. To assist them in presenting a research paper on the current state of migration, they moved to Awassa. What did Tisima go to Awassa for his study to get it? It will be wisdom, information, evidence, or mental satisfaction. The correct answer it will be information. Okay, now in question number 52, Ethiopian culture and natural heritage listed by UNESCO in 2007. It's by what? Harar Tower, right? Okay, now question number 53. What we find about new events in different parts of the world, which can be a source of information from the media, information from teachers, from celebrities, or from school. The correct answer, it will be from the media, because it says what we find about new events in different parts of the world. In different parts of the world, it will be from the media. Okay, now question number 54. Which of the following is the function of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission? Ensuring human and democratic rights and ensuring peace and security, or giving a balanced judgment based on the law, investigate waste of public resources and prosecute corruption to establish. This one is the answer for question number 54. Because it says which one is the function of Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Okay, now question number 55. Which of the following is true in terms of fairness? Fairness is achieved when people are equal in wealth. No. All judgments made by courts are fair. No. Fairness means treating everyone equally. Yes, this one is the correct answer for question number 55 and is the definition for fairness. Okay, now question number 56. The flag of most African countries is similar to the flag of our country. What could be the cause? Okay, Ethiopia is one of the strongest economies and educated manpower in Africa, being her own country. Or our country is a country that has maintained its independence for thousands of years. This is the correct answer for question number 56. B is the correct answer for question number 56. Okay, now in question number 57, Ethiopians who were very patriotic during the anti-fascist struggle, when is Patriot Day celebrated every year for good reason? It will be in February 23, April 27. And in 1937, Graziani is the massacre in Addis Ababa. So the correct answer for question number 57, it will be February 23 only. Okay, now question number 58. The first of the tasks that students should perform during the study, it should be what? Asking questions, introduction to reading, see practical directions, whipping reading. The correct answer will be whipping reading. Okay, now question number 59. Which of the following is not the basis of democracy? Rule of law, avoiding discrimination. This is the correct answer, which is not the basis of democracy. Okay, now question number 60. Which of the following is true about savings? Greed and savings are two sides of the same coin. Or every community has the same saving strategy? No. Proper use of income creates a conducive environment for savings. Yes, this one is the correct answer for question number 60. So this was the last answer for the last question, this model. I hope that you benefit from this video, and inshallah the coming videos we are gonna to make more videos and we will solve it together. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Goodbye.